Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. We are still in sort of migraine-ish territory, as you can see by the green. I haven't had one for a couple days, so I think my last one was Sunday. I've had 1, 2, 5, I think, in the last week and a half ish. So that's why my last video was very green, and this one is also greenish. I don't know if I have explained to you about the green situation here. This green is the green lights, and also the lamp is on. That's why I am not green. This green is just the green lights, and this green is the green lights turned down as far as they go. This is up as far as they go. So those are the various greens that you might get depending on how the migraine situation is going. This is generally the best one. And so anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on. I don't know exactly what the deal is. I had mentioned, I think, that my allergist had told me about an over-the-counter thing to try, which I have tried, and it has been working quite well. So I don't know what has happened with this sort of cluster of migraines that I've had this last couple of weeks. I'm pretty sure what's going on is simply that I just overdid it, because I was helping my mom out in the yard, doing yard work, gardening stuff. I can't really garden anymore because I can't do anything that requires any sort of physical effort of any sort, but mom was doing something and she needed an extra pair of hands, and so I was helping with that, and then it was really bright out. The weather was really nice, and so it was really, really sunny and really, really bright. That's generally bad for me, migraine-wise. So there was that. I was out, in the sun, even with sunglasses on and a hat and whatever. And then also I just did too much. I physically overexerted myself, and the combination of those two things, I think, is what is causing all of this. So I think it will be okay. Although, I do have to say the last migraine was not about yard work. The last migraine, and this was definitely an overexertion one, but it is so absurd. I went to get something out of the freezer. This is such a weird story, and I'm sorry that I'm telling you a migraine story, but I went to get something out of the freezer, which is on our back porch, and you know how it is, whenever you go to get anything out of the freezer, it's always in the back corner at the bottom, and you have to take everything out of the freezer to get it out. And so that's what I did, and I had to sort of take everything out, take the thing out, put the stuff back in, and then you know how it is when you put the stuff back in, everything falls out on you. And so I had this kind of avalanche situation, and I was trying to sort of prop it all back in, hold it in there with my body so that it wouldn't all fall out on the floor and crush my feet or a cat or something. And I ended up having to take everything back out of the freezer a second time and put it all back in and rearrange it and redo the whole thing, and so that I could get the door closed. And by the time I had done that, I had used up so much energy that I was almost in tears, where you're just you're so exhausted you can't function anymore. And I had to go sit on the floor in the kitchen to sort of gather myself before I could go elsewhere. And I just what a ridiculous way to overexert yourself, right? Getting something out of the freezer, what kind of a story is that to tell somebody? I would hate to have to explain this to my doctor, it just makes you sound like a weirdo. But yeah, so that was the last one. But I am I am. That was Sunday, I think. So like, I haven't had a migraine for a couple days, so I'm better. Uh, I hope. And so I haven't done anything at all for the past almost 2 weeks. Like I've done nothing. I have not worked on my dress, which is making me kind of sad. Um, it is still in the situation it was the last time I talked about it, which is I started the mock-up of the bodice, and I'm gonna have to like rip out the darts that I have done thus far, and I still have to put the sleeves in because of the way the bodice is shaped. I can't tell if anything fits until I get the sleeves in. And then I'm gonna have to redo the darts in a different configuration. But I can't do any of that. Like, I was so tempted after the first migraine. I was like, I had that sort of false moment where you think you're fine and you're like, oh yeah, I feel great. Like, my head's very clear. It's fine. I'm going to go just do stuff. And then you go and you do the task. And then you realize very quickly that, in fact, your brain is not fine at all and you are not thinking clearly. And I realized that I was in that false space of okayness, and I did not go up and try to do work on my dress, which I think was probably a really wise choice on my part. But it means that I haven't gone back and done anything since then either. So like, it's still sitting up there by itself, not getting done. But hopefully at some point I'll be able to go up and work on it again. We hope. So yeah, this is how my week has been. I've just been sitting in a green room, essentially, not really doing much of anything, sort of puttering around. I'm doing better now than I was like a few days ago. We'll hope that continues. But yeah, I haven't done anything, so this is all I've got to talk about. I'm sorry. What else? Oh, Phoebe, I was going to say happy birthday. Happy birthday. I hope that you are having a great day, and I hope that you have a great year, and I hope that, like, fun stuff is going on. I think that's probably it. I think that I have run out of stuff to say. So yeah, I love you all. I will see you next week. Don't forget to be awesome.